So I'm just watching YouTube at the moment, and I know. So yeah, I'm just watching YouTube at the moment, and they're talking about this girl, Lucy Letby. She was a nurse or someone who worked with premature babies, I think, in the ICU. So the family of the victims that have been affected by this, apparently are only going to receive £13,000 after what this woman has done to their child. So the government have capped the bereavement award. That is fucking disgusting. So basically, the government are sticking up for the NHS. Okay, the NHS is our, place where we need to get, treatment or whatever. To the compensation that they're supposed to be getting is 13,000, but could be increased to 15,000. You know why? There shouldn't be a fucking capped thing on it. No matter how much money, they offer them, it's not going to bring back their baby that's died as a result with this evil bitch. Calls for a payout to be increased. Yeah. So their solicitors... A solicitor who's representing the families of the victims calls for payout to be increased. So she got life, basically. She got life imprisonment. She's not allowed a parole. Not allowed to be released, which is good. Okay, so anyone does that to anyone, they shouldn't even be walking the fucking streets, let alone be released early. It's anyone, basically. Anyone does anything towards children should not be released to the public. And the thing is, this person was part of the NHS. She was working for the NHS. She was helping sick kids, And it just goes to show anyone could be like this, and all the times when I was in Evelina with Mia, and you put your complete and utter trust in these people to look after your child and get them through the worst times. To someone to do this, they haven't said what hospital she was working at. That's the thing. Salford, this person's from. So I don't know who's talking. I don't know where this hospital, because I haven't actually read into it. I just saw basically when the judge was passing the judgment, the sentence.
For some, it's vindication of what they knew and they suspected. They've been through a lengthy trial and a lengthy investigation before that. For others, though, there's no closure because there's no.
So I think she's the solicitor who's talking. I think that is absolutely disgusting of the government. I mean, I know we've got the cost of living and everything, but the thing is, they take money out of the public stuff to pay for stupid things. And I also read today that apparently Labour are trying to stop the cost of living payment. So I'm not being funny. £300 does not touch the fucking sides. It does not touch the sides. With me and Paul, we halve it. So we pay it out. You got half each. It's £150 each. But that don't fucking touch the sides. £300. You get £900 throughout 2023 to 2024, and you only get 3 payments of £300. So I mean, that doesn't really. We don't even know when this next one's going to be either. They're saying autumn, so it could be any time from mid-September to November. So it's just I don't know. This government. It's fucked up, innit? How did Lucy Letby go from girl next door to baby killer? Yeah, I'm not watching that. Good. I hope she's a shit fucking time. She's going to get her shit kicked out of her in that prison, I'm telling you. I don't know what prison she go to now, because obviously we don't have...
Lucy Letby has been warned she will spend the rest of her time in prison looking over her shoulder.
Good.
As reports suggest, she will likely be a target for other inmates.
Mm-hmm.
The 33-year-old former nurse was found guilty of 7 counts of murder and 6 counts of attempted murder. Letby, the UK's most prolific child killer in modern times, had been working at the Countess of Chester Hospital's neonatal unit at the time. She will face the rest of her life behind bars, becoming only the 4th woman in UK history to be handed such a sentence.
Good.
An an ex-offender has warned that her prison life will be bleak, warning other prisoners may pose a risk to her.
Good.
Mark Leach has spent 14 years...
She don't deserve to fucking live.
He told the Daily Star she'll be what's known as a restricted status prisoner, the female equivalent of Category A. She'll be on suicide watch, and it will be some time before she gets to mingle with the main prison population. Her life for much of the next few years is going to be very lonely.
Good.
She'll associate mostly with prison officers, her key worker, and 1 or 2 cleaners, but much of that interaction will be through the hatch in her cell
Something
door.
interesting I read about this.
She won't be able to
Actually, it's
do
on
much other
YouTube.
than read
The
newspapers,
cleaners
read books,
are the
and watch
ones
TV.
that can do things to
She'll get
people.
1 hour of exercise by
So
herself each day.
they can actually put like, you know, I was watching this YouTube video that they put like broken glass in their porridge or, you know, other things they put in their dinner because of Bronzefield. Well, where's that then? Bronzefield, that's where she's gone. She ain't gonna get out. She never gonna get out. She probably, no offence, she'll probably die in prison once the cons get to her. If you watch like Bad Girls or Wentworth, because I love both of those programs. They're one of my most favourites. The cons, they hate those sort of people. Anyone to do with killing kids or, you know, pedos or anything like that, they hate them. They really,
The seriousness of your offences is exceptionally high.
they hate those sort of people, and they will get to her. When they'll find a way to get to her, they won't let her survive.
Is a whole life order.
I'm going to see what people are saying on this YouTube channel, on the Mirror, and hopefully they haven't done the comments. Oh. Imagine being a prison officer, having to be a professional and switch off personal feelings towards this monster. Yeah, that's another thing. I actually did consider I did consider about going for a job as a prison officer, and I was like, my kids were like, no, we don't want you doing that. But you can imagine it though. You'd have to literally, if dealing with someone like that, if you've got kids of your own, and you'd have to literally switch off. You'd have to be neutral, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be able to go into this person's cell and show them your true feelings. You'd have to literally switch off. You'd have to be one of them people that just can let stuff go over your head and just block it out, block whatever feelings you've got towards this person. I don't know how people do it, man. The fact that this cowardly woman was able to avoid attending their sentencing and hearing the judgment is of itself criminal. Yeah. Hospital managers must resign. They did not act or nor listen. Yeah, so they should be done and all. She has been punished, and rightly so. However, what is happening with the people above her that close their eyes to her crimes and let this happen? Yeah, they need to be sorted and all. Me as a nurse feel embarrassed for someone like this to have done what she did. Care never meant nothing for her. Nurses work tirelessly. I went to see the hospital administration to held accountable for this. They either ignored the concerns or made doctors apologise to her and threaten them. Doesn't really matter if she takes time to reflect on what she's done. She's never getting out. When other murderers, extreme dangerous prisoners want you dead for your crimes, you know you're in a lonely existence. Oh well. She deserves what happens to her in prison. I feel extremely sorry for the families of the victims. She has ripped the pride out of health workers, as I am one, and I am so ashamed. This makes the death penalty sound merciful by comparison. So in the UK, we don't have the death penalty. They would just literally put you in prison until you die, basically. You don't have the death penalty in the UK, which is unfortunate because there's so many people that are still alive, or they do take their own lives because they know they're going to rot in prison for the rest of their days. So that's what's shit about the UK. They really need to bring it back. You know, other countries do it, the US do it, so why can't the UK do it? It's just ridiculous. We did do it before. We did do it years ago, years and years ago, and I'm talking about hundreds of years ago. But no, they don't do it no more.